time to move to the next episode in our self discovery series. In this episode in particular, I have chosen to focus on a particular angle in our lives that scares everyone. It's called stillness or silence in short. Most of us, say 99%, would hate being silent or still. The reason is obvious. It's seen as the mother of negativity. From motivational speakers to modern digital gurus, everyone says it's bad to stop in life. Being silent is associated with death by these folks. But when you remove the noise of the world, what remains? No voices, no music, no distraction, only silence. For many, this is unbearable. The heart begins to race, the mind wanders, the body longs for peace. Stillness becomes frightening. French philosopher Blaise Pascal once observed the misery of men comes from one thing alone, their inability to remain quietly in their own chamber. He was not speaking of boredom, but of a deeper fear of meeting ourselves. Because when we are alone, we meet ourselves, and we meet the men hidden inside us. Ancient traditions understood this. In Egypt, silence was considered a divine attribute, a condition through which one's heart could be measured after death. Prophet Muhammad sought the stillness of the cave before revelation descended. Christian monks fled to deserts and forests, believing silence to be the language of God. In all ages, stillness was the gate through which wisdom entered. Yet, most of us, silence feels like a prison, because within stillness, voices we bury wake. Regrets rise to the surface, memories sting again, fears echo louder. And the mind is not focused on tasks. Hidden network activates. Psychologists call it the default mood network. This is why people often choose distraction over reflection. History reveals the same pattern on a larger scale. Leaders who could not embrace stillness drowned themselves in endless wars, conquests, or indulgence. Caesar, Napoleon, countless rulers filled the emptiness with ambition until destruction followed. We believe that if we let go of noise, we will vanish. Stillness is not death. It is, in fact, the place from which new life is born. Stillness frightens us because it removes the masks. It shows us what we are without titles, positions, or distraction. But in truth, what we fear is ourselves. Physics shows us that behind all movement at the quantum level, there is fluctuation out of a vast stillness. Think the Big Bang as an explosion from an infinite stillness. In deep silence, the heart rhythm synchronizes, cells regenerate. A warrior once asked his master, "Why does silence scare me more than battle?" The master took him to a still lake at night. The surface was so calm it mirrored the stars. "Look," the master said, "when the water is restless, you see nothing. But when it is still, the entire sky appears." The warrior understood. What he feared was not silence, but the vastness revealed inside him.